Welcome to the Elite Podcast, where we discuss business, family, and life. Now, welcome to your hosts, Mr. H. Rod himself, Henry Rodriguez, and Ryan Arditty, the SCV MVP.
What's up, podcast world? We are back with the exclusive Elite X podcast. And as always, I'm here with both my co-hosts,
The SCV MVP.
and
Christian Lazor.
oh, that was weak, dude.
What do you want me to say?
A buffalo
With the
maybe
buffalo.
a buffalo sound. I don't know.
How does a buffalo sound?
I don't know.
I don't know
something,
either. I gotta
buffalo.
say, I'm feeling like a water buffalo right now.
Actually, same.
Yeah, what does a buffalo sound like? I don't even think we all know.
Speaking of
I'll tell
water
you.
buffaloes, what about our kids? It's summer break. I walked out of the house and around 10 o'clock, and James just walking out of his room, and I'm like, must be nice.
Well, it must be nice, but you know them. They'll figure out a way to complain about it.
For sure.
I think Logan just entered REM sleep right now. Just right now, he entered it, man.
He probably did go to bed around 3 a.m. though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Playing video games and
He's dreaming right
Roblox and everything.
Talking to girls right now for
Is that
sure.
what it is?
And 16 years old, junior in high school.
He's a stud, though.
Are we giving him the shout out right now?
Oh man, he's
To
got girls.
Michael Lazor?
he had a girl drop him off a cookie yesterday,
What?
and so a different girl drop him off a popsicle.
Damn,
I
Pops,
don't
you're
know.
gonna,
Yeah,
put him,
wow.
you're gonna put him on blast
I don't
right
know.
now?
This is like
This is a family-friendly
TikTok
show
thing.
right here. Cookies and popsicles?
Man,
Wow. What's he doing over there?
I have no idea, but
All right. Shout out, Miko. Jacob Lazor, you're doing it, dude.
yeah, it never worked like that for me.
Me either.
Ryan, you're kind of back, dude.
Yeah, I'm finally back. Welcome. It's good to see
Yeah.
all you guys again. How do
Nice
I
to
look?
see some
Do I look
escrows,
different?
dude.
Yeah, hey.
I thought you
I
forgot
want to
to
make sure you
spell
guys
escrow
love me.
for a little while, bro.
Well, I was spelling it without an S. Now it's with an S.
Escrow?
Plural. Escrows.
How about we get a little market update from both of you guys? My favorite
Wait, can you
escrow
give me
guy.
more love on the escrow tip a little
You're
bit?
doing well, dude.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Tell all our Raving fans.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what's the market trend right now? What are we seeing out there?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to you guys for still loving me through my, twists and turns of life.
You're like the market, dude. Up and down, up and down. It's just like, oh, what kind of Ryan are we gonna get today?
Instead of the alligator, I'm gonna get the heartbeat. The heartbeat,
yes.
You asked about the market. Inventory's still rising.
Yeah.
Right. But I think buyer confidence has increased significantly ever since everything is passed with the election and everything else. We're super busy right now.
good.
Obviously.
Yeah. I know, Christian, you and I had a lunch yesterday. You were talking about like normally right around May, like the faucet turns on and all the deals start coming right in real estate. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit more on that?
Sure. So, been in the industry for 24 years and seen a couple different sides of it, and it is notorious for ups and downs. Right. But you get into those April, May months, and usually it's time to
go
get
time,
ready.
right?
It's go time. Like business is scaling up, and everyone's like holding on to their seats and staying busy and trying to do vacations on top of it and all that. And this year, it just did not take it off. But, however, I have seen a late little boom in June, and going into July, everything's looking really good. And shout out to our boy Ryan, because I want to say one thing to you.
Oh, I love when
to
he
you,
does
buddy.
this.
I know.
when he does this.
But I believe that you were the first person, kind of in Santa Clarita, that came out and was like, it's a buyer's market.
Yeah.
Right. And there's always that little like balance of what do you want to do, but there's opportunities out there for buyers right now that might not exist next year. Yeah. So I believe it's a buyer's market as well too. Inventory's high. I mean, this is how business is done.
Ryan's message was so powerful. I think you interviewed with a few teams to be a buyer's agent. Didn't you do that?
That's undisclosed right now.
Jokes aside, brother, I am proud of you, man.
I love you guys.
I know things are
too.
doing well for you. I know I'm hearing things are going well for No Escrow also.
Doing wonderful.
Unfortunately, things for on the home insurance front hasn't changed much.
We don't want to talk about that.
Well,
right?
yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But as we're in the third quarter, and as we progress and go into the fourth quarter, hopefully something on the legislative side changes things, but we'll see.
That's what's hard. It's out of your hands, right?
It's completely out of our control, and it's up to our government, our local state government is what it is. So, but anyways, let's not talk about that in politics
we're
right
staying
now.
positive.
Extremely excited. Oh, actually, before I introduce our guest, who I'm super excited about, we have an event coming up next month, Christian, the August 100 that I always look forward to. I was not going to forget.
I just signed up.
All right. So, Ryan, you're actually going to show up?
I
this
signed
time?
up.
Okay, you signed up.
Yeah, I signed
well, you
up.
signed up for a lot of things. Doesn't mean you're going to show up, Ryan.
No, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do.
This is what
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
do.
do.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do.
I'll I'll believe it when I see it. All right.
Well, it has the lights now, so we can accommodate.
Man,
yeah, talk about that.
The lights.
Yeah.
I was there this week, so you know, I just had a child, if you didn't know, and we're just trying to get back and get our footing, and trying to find the rhythm this week to be able to spend a lot of time out in August with the wife, with the baby, with the kids, surrounded by our friends. It's August 100, full on, third annual. We're trying to get 100 people to do 100 sets up and down the stairs to get their name on the back of the T-shirt for the year. Which thank you to our sponsors that we have, but.
Did I sponsor it again this year?
Of course you did.
Okay.
I'll send you the invoice. Got it. So, with that being said, I really want to pitch it to my friends, to my people, the people that are always like, "Hey, man, you know everyone. I want come do some summer nights with me at Central Park. Yeah. Come out. I'll be out there probably around 6:45, 7. Have dinner with your families, and then get over to Central and let's watch the sunset together. Okay. Hang out." I'll have the baby out there. I'll probably be wearing her because I'm like that mom dad kind of feller.
Dad kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought he said mom dad kind of filler.
But it's always motivational, inspirational, and more than just physical health, it's mental health. Get out there, clear your head, and let's have a good time.
And what I know about the stairs is that incredible sunrises, which I probably won't see, but I know you do. I'll definitely catch the sunsets, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely going in with a different strategy this year. Okay. And I know this is a lot of information, but right in the middle, August 15th, I'm getting my snip.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to make sure.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Got him. Yeah, so I got to make sure to get as many as I can in before the 15th because we'll see what happens on the second half of the month, right?
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that, too.
That being said, let's introduce our guest for the episode.
I'm excited.
Let's do it. Lety Garcia, welcome.
Thank you for having me,
How are you? I
Christian,
apologize
Henry,
for
and
all
Ryan.
this-
Thank
all
you
this
so much.
stuff.
No,
for
on the
sitting through
contrary,
it.
it's been fun listening to you guys.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
You represent one of the most prestigious foundations in Santa Clarita. I know Christian, when Christian joined the board, all he kept talking about is bringing back the gala. And that's what I truly remember the Michael Hoefflin Foundation from is it used to be this spectacle, like this huge gala, and I hope you're able to do it, my boy.
It's coming.
And I know you will.
Thank you.
I have a lot of confidence in him.
Yeah.
I know he has spoken about this tremendously, so I know that he is going to bring it back. And I do agree with you. It is such a signature event here in Santa Clarita that I think people have missed it.
Yes.
So I think if he brings it back, I think it's going to be a huge success.
All right.
I really do.
remember hearing
Bring
about it.
sexy back, Justin Timberlake. Let's go.
Hey, there's no ifs in what we do, brother.
I know for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, Letty, before we dive deeper into the actual foundation, let our viewers know a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Mexico, in Pátzcuaro, Michoacán, and I was raised here in San Francisco. Got married, moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee,
I know.
Wisconsin. How many Latinos are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
I think it was like
Just
5.
Now there's 4.
And then my husband got transferred to New York, so we moved to New York.
Okay.
We got transferred back to California, and here I am.
Okay, very good.
So it's been
full circle, huh?
Full circle, full circle. Yes.
That's awesome. And it's my understanding, you've been with the foundation for 20 plus years?
I have been officially, I started volunteering in 2004 and officially joined the foundation in 2008 as an official employee.
Okay, very good. So what has inspired you to be, to stay with the cause, with the foundation for 20 plus years?
It has to be the families. When you meet the families at one of their lowest points in their lives, when their child's lives are changed completely, you know that they are alone and they don't know who to turn to. And no offense to having family or support, but sometimes you just need that out of the box person to kind of listen to kind of guide you, and to just be there for you, whether it's just a conversation, a coffee, whatever it is. It's just nice to have somebody that knows where that I'm here for you.
Yeah.
She's a special person.
No, 100%.
I got to know her recently,
No.
and honestly, I get chills like when you say things like that. We need more people in this world like that.
Could you dive a little deeper? I just want to make sure that our viewers or anyone's listening, that they really understand what the Michael Hoefflin Foundation does.
So the Michael Hoefflin Foundation is a children's cancer foundation. So we help families that have children that are diagnosed with childhood cancer. So
the unthinkable, too.
It is unimaginable, absolutely unimaginable. But we help families that have children that are at birth up to 17 years old. So once they turn 18, sadly, they are adults and we can no longer help them. But we help them as much as we can, financially, socially, and emotionally. So a lot of times people don't understand that when you have a child that's diagnosed with a horrible disease like this, that one parent has to stop working because one parent has to be at the hospital with this child. So they lose that extra income. So we provide gas and groceries for 3 months initially, and then thereafter we revise everything and see how much we can extend that.
Wow.
I know. I'm just.
I can't even. It's
I know.
chills.
I know.
Chills.
I definitely have an inside perspective because I'm fortunate enough to sit on the board. And one thing that Letty does every board meeting is our outreach report. So we're in July here of 2025. Can you give us a off the top of the head outreach report?
Yes,
what does that look like?
absolutely. So to this date, which is it's crazy because this is our 30th year.
Wow, 30
We have
years.
helped over 800 families.
Wow. 800.
Over 800.
That's just
So active, we have 487 families. So with those families, we have families that are in active treatment, out of treatment, and sadly, those that have lost a child.
When you say active, they're actually currently going through
Through treatment.
And that's almost 500.
Well, I would have to say about half.
Okay.
But we do have those that are out of treatment that still stay with us because they like to participate in our events.
okay. Could you walk us through like a typical day for you? Like, what is your role within the foundation?
So I usually check all my emails like I think everybody else does.
Except for Ryan.
I can check it right now.
So I check all my emails and then I have a list of who I need to call. I usually gauge it by who is receiving financial assistance from us. So I try to make sure that I contact them. I reach out to the social workers to see if there's any changes. And obviously, if we have a new child, then I get all their documentation, making sure that we cross every T and dot every I so that we are in with HIPAA laws. And so then I contact the family and do an interview and basically see, how did this happen? How did you know something was wrong? Yeah. And just see how their journey started and take it from there.
Okay.
So you're with them like day one?
I am basically with them, I wouldn't say day one, but basically day 3. Once they are at the hospital, the social workers get in touch with me and say, hey, we have a new family. And then I say, okay, have them sign the release form. And then that's where we go.
Your role with the foundation is so integral, and it must be so rewarding, but what a tough job to have to make these calls. Like, talk to me about when you have to make those initial calls. What does that look like?
I take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I definitely take a deep breath because I don't know where they're at emotionally. So I definitely do take a deep breath and I just introduce myself and kind of have them talk about it, because I think it's also very therapeutical when you're telling your story and not just me pulling stuff out of you. I want to hear what you have to say and how it's affecting you.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I started.
Okay. Yeah. You're dealing with families who are, and this is a complete game changer, right? Like, it's, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm getting like teary eyed just thinking about this. Like, Christian, I would love to hear from you, from your perspective as a board member. Like, what are you guys doing, day in and day out to help these families?
Putting together events, right? So doing what we could do to support the foundation by volunteering, finding volunteers, finding sponsors. Thank both of you guys who have been nothing but supportive since I walked onto this board and helped me shine. But, I don't want to avoid the question, but Letty also deals with us, the board members as well too, right? So there's been a revolving seats on the board, and I will remember when we lost our first kid with me on the board.
I remember this.
And I remember exactly where I was. I was at the car wash on Bouquet and Newhall Ranch Road, and I got the email. That's how the board is
Notified.
So we get notifications same day.
Yeah.
And you'll never, ever, ever, ever be ready for it. And I remember my first one, and I remember replying back, and I replied back to all. And within 2 minutes, Letty was already on the phone with me, making sure that I was all right, which obviously I'm an emotional dude. And she has a sixth sense and understanding and a way of communicating with people that is unlike anyone I've ever met before. So,
thank you,
yeah,
Christian.
no.
Thank you.
I love your heart.
Man, it's
I do
the
too.
biggest heart.
Yeah.
Very, very
He does
much.
have the biggest heart.
He
We
does.
joke and mess around, but that dude is like
Like a buffalo heart.
No, well, I appreciate it. I didn't want to start tearing up already.
I already knew
I
where
am,
we were
I
coming.
am.
Yeah.
I've been cheering so the whole time, man.
It restores my energy,
Yeah.
though. It
Yeah.
restores my energy, man. And
The love.
Yeah, this has been a rough month for us as well, too, as a foundation. We lost 2 kids this month, and they don't always come back to back, but it almost feels like they do sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
And that will relight my fuel like no other, because, man, now it's getting to the point where I've interacted with these kids, right? Like
They know you.
I know them.
Yeah.
I know them, and I've met their parents, and Millie, who was our walk ambassador that we just lost. I got to stand on stage during the walk, and I remember just staring at her father while he spoke so strongly and so compassionately and with so much inspiration for his daughter to make it through this, and giving so much love to the foundation, that it was truly like, man, I could not be that strong.
I remember that
Yeah, and
that
it
day.
was and I literally, and right after is I had another microphone breakdown for Letty, right? An angel here on earth.
No.
And I've wanted to have you on this podcast.
He's been talking about it for a while.
She knows.
He's been talking about it for a while.
She knows, and she's always said no, and I couldn't let her say no anymore, because what you do and what you've done and what you mean to me and to our foundation, it will never be replaced.
I truly appreciate your
That's
kind
awesome.
words. That's beautiful.
Man,
Thank you very,
man.
very much. But I think it is also the families that allow me to be part of this journey, because we do have some families that say, you know what, we're okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Let me do this on my own, and that's okay. But it's also those families that allow me
Yeah.
to do this.
I was
So-
going to ask, is it only Santa Clarita, or does it reach out to...
We do Antelope Valley,
Yeah.
Santa Clarita Valley, and San Fernando Valley, all the way up to the 101. We go all the way to Moore Park and a portion of Burbank and Glendale.
Okay.
So it's quite a
Very
big
good.
territory.
Yeah. I want to make sure that whoever's listening and watching we're maximizing the exposure of this foundation, because that's the way that we're going to support, right? Not only
Right.
through sponsorship dollars, but to like hearing both your stories.
Yeah.
I know you shared this multiple times, Christian, about how fulfilling it is to serve in this capacity, to be on the board, and to be so passionate. I mean, you teared up talking about it. So obviously you're passionate about it, and it's extremely fulfilling. Letty, could you share a story, something that resonated with you, or that you'll never forget?
Oh my goodness. For 17 years, I've been doing this officially, and there are so many, many stories. And I wouldn't want to disrespect any of my families. But the one that just happened is we lost Shirley, 16-year-old. And I have to tell you that her mom shared with me after she passed that she looked at our social media all the time.
Wow.
That she actually got inspired and excited because so-and-so was celebrating their 10th birthday and so-and-so was having a 5th birthday. So she was so excited because she was curious as to see what we were going to post for her. Sadly, she passed a month before her birthday. So we had to make it extra special, a post of her passing on her birthday. I mean, how sad is that?
Yeah.
But how important it was for her to see our post.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that I know changed her life and her family because she was excited and she knew that we were there for her.
Incredible. Oh, incredible. The work you guys are doing is it's inspiring. It's still inspiring to me. I hope it inspires others also.
And there's so many nonprofits, and I'm not going to knock any of them or mention any of them, But they're different. We are different because we are making a direct impact in somebody's life.
Yes. Yes.
Not only us as workers, but you guys that are sponsoring us, you guys are making a direct impact in somebody's life. And when you do something for a nonprofit, you don't know who it's going to because, they're pretty big. We're pretty small. So you make a very big impact in their lives.
Love that.
So I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
You talk about Millie. I don't want to get emotional either, but, I met her coaching basketball through youth sports. And I try to give back in other ways, too, through coaching and doing that. And when I heard about her, I was just speechless, And I look at how much you two mean to these families at these critical points in their life. Nothing can be said. It's just amazing,
Well, families come to us for help. And we have to help them through thick and thin. And sadly, when we lose a child, that's the most horrible thing that can happen to a parent. So I think the foundation has done such a great job since inception to actually walk the walk with them.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, regardless of
That's
what the ending is.
Yep.
But we are there for them. Between Mrs. Hoefflin and I, or even Mr. Hoefflin, we've attended more than our fair share of funerals. But we are there for the families, and they know it.
Would you say that's one of the main, I could say difference, but you guys are actually, like what you said, walk the walk with these families? Do a lot of these other organizations really put in the effort that you guys do like that?
I
you're
truly
really involved
don't
with
know,
the
but I
family?
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So I think it's very hard, and a lot of people do shield themselves from certain barriers, and death is one of them.
Yeah. Letty, going back in terms of like the evolution of the foundation, you've been there for 20 plus years, which is incredible.
That's awesome.
Like, how have you seen the growth of the foundation and how it has evolved over that lifespan?
It's grown by leaps and bounds. First of all, by the families. We have had so many new diagnoses. We are over the charts, unexpected. And the greatest change, I think, one of them is having, like Christian Lazor on our board, people that actually want to make a difference, that are willing to work and do what it takes to make sure that these families are taken care of. So him bringing friends like you guys, I think, is awesome. I really do, because you guys are getting to see our families, meet our families, and know that it does make an impact. And the evolution, I think, is just continuing to be there for our families.
Yeah.
I think that has to continue.
Yeah. Love that.
Because it's the human touch. We are very personable. We're very personable, where we are actually talking to our families, meeting with our families, and doing what we need to do to make sure that they are taken care of.
Love that. Love that. Christian, any other perspectives as a board member?
Yeah. So like from my point of view, I just want to say, if you want to get involved, there's so many different ways to get involved. You can volunteer your time. It doesn't just have to be your money, right? Money's obviously great, and we use it, and I see it, go in and out, and it's going directly to the families. But sharing posts, commenting on posts, I try to put stuff out there, and just this for people to support, get the word out, show up, like hear these stories, hear what these our neighbors, our friends, our family are going through, and just stand with them. It doesn't have to be about money. It could be volunteering for any of our events. It could be donating to our events. It could be just coming and cheering us on.
Well, like what you say, just show up.
Just show up.
Yep.
Just show up, and don't give anything but your love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your love.
Yeah.
If that's all you have to give, bring it. And Letty, from your perspective, what if someone wants to get involved? What do you believe, being on the inside, that we can use the most at right now?
Well, money's always good. But no, seriously,
Sure.
gift cards,
Yeah.
grocery cards,
Are there any specific gift cards or to?
just any.
Okay.
Any, because we have 3 valleys that we work with, so people can go to any of them that they want. But gas cards are so important.
And that's just like to and from like hospital
to and from
visits
to the hospital
and doctor.
visits.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Just make sure
Understood.
that they can get there. That's great. That would be great.
I didn't even think about that. But
Yeah,
like,
run
little
us-
things like that like go a long way, right?
So
Can you-
yes.
Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No.
run through like the parking
Okay.
for a day so that
So-
people understand.
At Children's Hospital, you have to pay $10 to get in.
To the
Unless-
hospital or
To the
parking,
hospital,
right?
to the parking
Yeah.
lot.
okay.
Which is completely separate from Children's Hospital.
Okay.
This is I found out recently. So imagine going to the hospital and you have another child or other siblings
Mm-hmm.
at home and you have to go make sure that they're okay. You come back, you have to pay another $10
Oh, great.
Every time.
every single
Wow.
time. So imagine if you have to leave 2 or 3 times. That's $20, $30 a day
Oh,
that
I
you
didn't
have
think
to
about
pay.
the
A day.
Every single time you have to go back.
Every single
day.
time, right.
Wow.
Frank McCourt running this parking lot?
Yeah.
So
going on
we actually provide parking passes to our families.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Okay.
if a family is in need, they contact me and I will provide, depending on where they're at in their treatment, that's how many I will give them.
Okay. Wow. All the little things that you don't even
It's
think
little
about.
things,
right?
exactly.
Wow. What support? That's incredible that you guys even think about that. That's a game changer.
I think
It is
that's
a
what
game
makes them
changer.
different.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
right?
lot
They
of money.
care.
$30,
It is.
$40.
Now
You're right.
imagine our families that go from Antelope Valley to Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
That's a
Every
drive.
day, and sometimes they have to go twice a day,
Yeah.
just because they have their other families at home.
Right.
So it's hard.
Right,
It really
right.
is financially. It is a strain.
And that's where our children are being treated. They're not being treated here locally. They're
No.
being treated out in
Children's
LA,
hospital, yeah.
Children's
Yeah.
Hospital.
So
and-
we do have kids at UCLA, Cedar Sinai, Children's Hospital, and City of Hope, and obviously Kaiser Sunset only.
Okay. Ryan, I'm going to start, but I also want you to fill in as well or share
Yeah.
your story as a sponsor. And me as a sponsor, I want to talk about the walk that I've been involved with now, I think 2 or 3 years. But I made my team go. So we had a team do the walk.
Good.
And just seeing the outreach, how the community embraced the walk. It's incredible. We had thousands of people going out for
Yes.
this walk.
Ton of people.
A ton
Ton of people.
Right? It was fulfilling for me. I had my children there as well.
Nice.
And we had an incredible experience, and I took advantage of the opportunity to spend time with them. Made it a team bonding event. Also, I took them out to brunch right after.
Nice.
We all shared stories of what we learned there. I remember listening to the man who I didn't realize that was his daughter that he just lost. But he was so almost like fearless and confident up there. And he was going through probably the hardest thing ever, but was up there just talking about his little girl.
Yeah.
You know? So again, it was truly inspiring. And if anyone else would let you know, is inspired to donate or sponsor, I urge you to, because this is an incredible foundation with an incredible cause.
But I think I'm so happy that you brought your boys.
Yeah.
Because I think it's so important for our youth to see that kids can also help kids.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Even if it's just a quick hello. Yeah. I mean, it's something that I think is fabulous. Kids giving back to kids.
Yeah. Even kids
I
can
think
show
it's
up.
That's a great
important.
point. That's a great point.
Ryan, what about your perspective as a sponsor?
I mean, it was my second year. It was amazing. I saw him speaking and all the people there. One thing I'll always remember is Millie was there, right? And she was there with her parents. And I think at that point she was doing better. And, I gave her everything on my table. I gave her everything. All the candy. I gave her everything. And she was with her friend. And I gave her everything too. And I just remember the smile on her face. And she was quiet, but she was always just a loving girl. And I'll never forget that. I gave her everything. And it's just something that I will remember forever. And all the kids. And it's just something really awesome you guys do. Yeah. I don't know how to put words into it. I just think.
But you showed up doing it. Then that's the impact. That's the important part. Right. Last question, and we'll wrap it up, Letty. Yes. I promise. Okay. What are your hopes for the future for the Michael Hoefflin Foundation? And I'll ask you the same question, Christian.
Sure.
But we'll start with Letty.
If you really want my honest opinion,
please,
of what I want the foundation to one day close its doors.
Yeah.
That was a heavy statement.
That was,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For one day that we can finally have
a cure.
So that we would never lose another child. Because if you think about it, it is not normal for us as parents to bury our children.
Yeah.
Or to
be the
watch
other way,
them
right?
go through these treatments that are devastating to their little bodies.
Yeah.
So if we can get to that point one day, and I hope to see it in my lifetime, that would be what I would like.
Wow. What an incredible message, Letty.
What an incredible human being. What?
Christian, you want to follow that?
God.
No, I don't want to follow that, but I will, and I'll say one thing. We were talking about our families, and when I got on this board, you know, I have very limited time nowadays, just running a lot of businesses and doing all this fun stuff with you guys on the daily. I was really worried about not having enough time to get it done. So I went to my family and let them know that I had this opportunity, like I was trying to make a decision. And they looked at me like, there's no way you're saying no to this, Dad. You know, like, we know you already, you know, and I made them promise me that they would do it with me.
That's awesome, dude.
And my family shows up. They come to the events.
Yes,
They're
they
there.
do.
They
Yes,
volunteer.
they do.
And there's nothing like that showing them. And I mean, my daughter always talks about, make sure you say hi to the kids with cancer for me, right?
Oh.
We've gone to holiday parties and she's brought her own toy and picked out a little girl out of the entire room.
Yes.
There are like 400 people in that room, and she picked out a toy. And I believe the little girl's name was Sarita too, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because I asked you, who is this little girl? And it was a little sister of one of our patients, you know, yeah, when that is like the ultimate gift for me. And when you talk about filling your cup, is when your daughter starts to care about something like that and understands that this little girl is hurting and may very well lose her little brother or sister. Those are kind of things that is going to shape her and who she becomes.
Yeah.
And same with my son. We were out there in the dark setting up for the walk. You know, we're out there at 4:30 in the morning, and he knows, and he's excited to be a part of everything that's going on. So my ultimate goal and vision would be for all of us, our age group, like this foundation has been around for 30 years out here, and there are some sponsors who've been with us the entire way. But it is time for our generation to step up for these families, for our neighbors, and take care of one another and understand what they're going through, because what you're probably going through is not as rough as what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Well said.
Well said,
So
dude.
if we could give back to these families, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And
What's the easiest way to get back? Is it like go to the Instagram page, and is there
By our website.
By the website?
Our
Okay.
website would be the easiest. But I have to tell you, to me, I respect and admire Chris and Sue Hoefflin, because out of such a tragic loss of their son, they continued his vision to create and continue this foundation. And without that courage, we would not be able to have assisted over 800 families.
What a legacy to live, to continue for their son.
Absolutely.
Like, incredible.
Absolutely.
And it should be it truly inspiring.
It is.
I promise that was the last question, but
Okay.
I felt like we took forever.
just because it just popped into my head.
Okay.
Yeah, we can keep going, right? But I do want to wrap up the segment.
Yes.
But it's my understanding there's 2 more events this year.
Yes.
Right? I want to make
Yes.
sure that both of you guys talk about it before we wrap up.
Well,
Yes.
Christian knows more about it
Okay.
than I
Okay.
do.
Christian, please.
Yeah, so we got Paddle of the Battle coming up, and that is 10-11 and 10-12.
Paddle of the Battle.
So
Is that like we're gonna be on a team?
Pickleball.
Do you want to be
Got
on
it.
my team?
So there's a way, right? There's a way right there. Come to our pickleball event. It's 2 days. It's from beginner level all the way up into pro status. I know there's a lot of pros out there now, right?
A lot of pros.
Yes, and then prior to that, September 13th is Cheers for Charity. You guys were all in attendance last year.
Looking forward to that.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite
So
events
fun.
of the year.
So fun.
Yeah,
Dance
dancing,
floor.
food, music, food, and even more so, again, bring your families out, right? So last year we had Uber carts. So in case you had a drink, you didn't
Or two.
or two, we provided you with a ride home, and also we had a full. If you're familiar with C4, we had that entire big banquet hall filled up for the kids with people to watch the kids for us, where everyone just had a good time. And to be honest with you, by the end of the night, the kids and the parents were all on the dance floor.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It just
They combined, huh?
it was a very, very magical evening.
It was.
So please come out and join us. That's a great way for you to start and get introduced to the Michael Hoefflin Foundation and figure out more how you could give back to us.
All right. Well said.
Yeah,
Well,
great
Letty,
job.
thank you so much
Thank
for being
you
up
for
here, our
inviting
guest.
me. I appreciate it very,
Thank you
very
for
much.
being the angel
No,
that
no.
Christian always describes you as. Again, truly inspiring. Okay.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, the Elite X podcast, and that's a wrap. Your favorite insurance guy, Henry Rodriguez,
Your SCV MVP.
And the Buffalo.
Buffalo. We're out.